tonight's video, we're looking at ultimate tensile strength and how to calculate it in hollow sections. This video is in direct response to a question we got below in the comments from Adios, and he'd asked to explain how we calculate UTS for pipes and round bars. In the video we've got tagged above here, you'll see that we went over a lot of different equations and things to work out, especially for the C-suite welding exams. But we didn't really cover out how to do hollows and round bars. So this is what this video is going to do. So if we fall back to how we'd work out UTS for a rectangular bar, solid rectangular bar, what we're going to do is we're going to apply some stress to that bar and use the following equation, being stress, or the ultimate tensile strength, equals the load at failure divided by the cross-sectional area in millimeters squared. Now, that cross-sectional area is our width times our height to get our millimeters squared. When we look at a hollow section, of course, we have a cutout in the middle of that, so it's not just width times height. What we have to do now is look at two shapes that we have within that cross-section. So what I would say is we have shape 1, which is our 100 times our 30, which gives us 3000 millimeters squared. And we have a smaller shape inside of that, which is our cutout. So we'll call that shape 2, which with a 5 millimeter wall all the way around would give us a size of 90 millimeters times 20, which gives us 1800 millimeters squared. Now, if we take that and say cross-section area equals shape 1 minus shape 2, we get a cross-sectional area of 3000 minus 1800. And then our final cross-section is 1200 millimeters squared. So if we then plug that back in to our stress calculation, and I come up with a random number here of the amount of load that was required to fail the sample. So here we get 300,000 newtons or 300 kilonewtons divided by 1200 millimeters squared, which is the area of the bar we have. That then means we have a UTS in this example of 250 newtons a millimeter squared. So that's our first real way of working out a hollow section. So for a round bar, what we can do is say that our cross-sectional area is pi r squared. So if I have a diameter of 20 millimeters, my equation will be pi and then brackets times 10 by 10. So that's 314.2. So I can put that into my cross-sectional area requirement there. And if I say this is over the same value of 300,000 newtons, we put that in, we get a UTS of 954.8 newtons a millimeter squared. So what about a hollow section in round bar? Well, the same with the square bar we looked at before. We need to work out both a shape 1 and a shape 2. And then using that to work out our cross-sectional area of our material, we can say our shape 1 minus our shape 2 equals 113.1 millimeters squared. Drop that back into our equation. And here I've dropped the newtons just because if I keep it at 300, the value is colossal and isn't really normal. So here is our new stress, UTS, of 786.9 newtons a millimeter squared. So there you go. That's how you work out UTS for rounds and hollow sections. It's the same as working out a normal cross-sectional area, but we're going to do a little bit more just to get a shape 1 and a shape 2. Take them away from each other, and that's a cross-section. So I hope that was of help. If you have any further questions, please remember to drop them in the comments. And like with Adios, we will try to write a presentation or a short video to show how this is done and get you on your way. So as always, good luck, and I hope you have a very good time with your studies. Stay safe.